Six Nations 2023, folks, round number 4, top 5 players. Let's go through 5 players in no particular order who were their top 5 guys, in my opinion, from the weekend. Really interesting games of the weekend, obviously. Big blowout, and then injured players, and then battle of the two teams at the bottom of the table, all to play for. And yeah, some good performers. Written up a piece for this one for Planet Rugby, so that's already up. Check the link down in the description for the written article. As always, there's a few things that I might mention here that aren't there, and vice versa. So if you want to check out the written one, might be a stat or two that don't appear here. So yeah, check it out. Loads of other good content down at Planet Rugby. First one I'm going to start, and it's a Welshman, old Rhys Webb. How long has it been since he's started for Wales? I feel like it's a long time. Somebody mentioned it in one of the pre-matches or commentary or something, but Rhys Webb took that chance pretty well, man. 2 try assists. I think he's the only guy this week who had 2 try assists. Little dink and kick through for Dyer. Obviously, the bounce of it was pretty kind, but he found the space and, yeah, set up Dyer well for that try. And then that wee snipe. I think Webb only ran it twice, but that wee snipe set up Falatau. So, yeah, man, a couple of try assists from Rhys Webb. Just overall, his kicking game was really on song because the Welsh knew going into that one that the Italians like to run it from their own half. So sometimes we'll kick them the ball and see if they make mistakes. He kicked a 50-22. He ends up getting man of the match. What can I say? I think I'd be surprised if Rhys Webb doesn't start in their final game against France, but we will see. Speaking of France, I went with this guy, old Antoine Dupont. So 2 halfbacks also played pretty well. I mean, the guy is pretty much rated as the best player in the world, if not, you know, best player in his position at the very least. But Antoine Dupont's pretty bloody good. He generally makes my team of the week, even when he's not at his 100%. But he looked pretty bloody good at the weekend. Left-footed 50-22 from him. As well, so we saw a few good 50-22s this weekend. He gets a try assist for that man Flamont. Just sees the big unit charging on and puts the ball right out in front of him. So great little bit of halfback play. That's what he should be doing. I mean, just kick meters, passing, tackling, like 10 from 10 tackles. He just does it all, man. Like bosses that team around and just looks incredibly comfortable. He dropped the ball a few times, which is kind of uncharacteristic, but I guess the weather was the way it was, so yeah, he's going to be key, isn't he, for that French Rugby World Cup campaign. But there you go, Dupont is one of them. The theme with the backs continues, and old Gavin Henson, he's another one who got man of the match in his game. It could have gone to numerous guys, but they went with Henson. Yeah, great finish for that first try, wasn't it? Like, Duhan van der Merwe is coming across. And Duhan's a pretty big unit, so you think if he gets contact with Henson, maybe he can put him into touch, but nope. Henson, very athletic finish, and athleticism was kind of the key in his performance, wasn't it? Be it his ability to get it there at the breakdown and win turnovers, or be it his ability to win the aerial ball, which then set up like a bit of Irish territory, and then a try assist for Conan. So he gets a try assist, gets turnovers, like able to kind of hold off Duhan, like I mentioned. So, yeah, great day for him. Great day. I thought deserved man of the match, although, as I said, there could have been other guys you could go with. A forward. I can't just go with all these backs. And Greg Aldrete, yeah. I think this is the first game this Six Nations where Gregor Aldrete kind of looked like the one we remember from last year. Like, he was just on fire. Like, unbelievable. Like, 71 run meters. That's the most of any of the forwards this week. He had like 15 carries, so he was really, really busy. Just seemed to be everywhere. Him and Dupont link up really well. He carries the ball from the back of that big French scrum. Offloads to Olivon to set up one of their tries, so he finishes with a try assist. What can I say, man? A heap of carries. He wins a turnover on his opposite number. Don Brandt, like right after France have conceded a penalty, England have kicked 3 points from the restart. Don Brandt carries, Aldrete, turnover, penalty, 3 points back. So any gain that England had from that penalty is immediately chalked off. So, yeah, Aldrete, really, really busy, and pleasing to see him in that kind of form. And one last one, another forward, and maybe not for partly for what we expect from him. Josh Van der Flier, World Player of the Year from last year, had to do line-out throwing. Who saw that coming? 2 early injuries to the Irish hookers saw Josh Van der Flier have to step up for a large part of the game and throw line-out. But sure, I think a couple of them went awry. But in the scheme of things, not too bad. They had to go to the front a wee bit more. But by the end of it, man, he was looking pretty confident. So, yeah, and he does his core stuff well. He still finishes the game as Ireland's top tackler. 18 from 18 tackles. He wins a turnover. He has a couple of carries. Literally only a couple, but he still chalks up 20-plus run meters. So, in the scheme of things, Josh Van der Flier kind of stuck in what could have been a bit of a hairy situation, but just gets to his work, man. I mean, you can say the same with Cian Healy as well, but goodness gracious me. Some top performances from some top players. So, there you go, folks. Top 5 for the week. Who would you guys have? As I said, I'm a little bit heavy on the backs with them 3-2, and especially halfbacks. But, yeah, there were some pretty silky skills from especially Webb and Dupont this week. But anyway, you guys let us know your thoughts. Check out the article, as I said, down below. And, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.